Hi, my name is Brody, and I'm going to be telling a story about a sea captain and a sea creature. So once upon a time, there's this sea captain that lived beside the ocean. His name was Captain John. He has an eye patch from when he was fighting an octopus once, and he has a big beard. He would say, "Hello, I am Captain John of the West Sea." It was him, his wife, and their two pet birds. They really like birds. His wife's name was Marissa. She is very pretty. She has blonde hair and glasses. So one day, John is called by the captain's agency that he works for, and they say that there's been mysterious waves over in the North Sea and that they want him to go check it out. So he kisses his birds goodbye, hugs his wife, and he goes on his adventure. Goodbye, I will see you in 3 days. Because it's a pretty long journey up from the west to the north. It's a pretty normal trip there. He had some people to help him. He had some of his companions with him. It was a super sunny day, and then out of nowhere, this huge giant wave came up and crashed over the deck and almost tipped the boat over. And it was really, really big, and they all got really scared. They're like, "Whoa, what was that? How did that come? That came out of nowhere." And they all of a sudden started seeing this big tail. It was going all under their boat, and they were freaking out. They were saying, "Oh my gosh, what is that?" And then all of a sudden, the sea creature came up. They didn't know what it was. At first, it looked like a giant piranha fish, but it was pink. He kind of sounds like a dinosaur. Because he's a baby sea creature, but he's still really, really huge. They were freaking out. They were like, "Get the cannons ready. Get the harpoons. Get whatever you can find to protect yourself." And then the sea creature whacked the boat with its tail, and it tipped over. So they all crashed, and they are in the water. They're floating in the water, and they have life vests on and stuff. And they were so scared. And they say, "Go away, you stupid monsters." But really, he got lost in that he was really scared because he didn't know how to defend himself from other sea creatures. They're actually nice creatures, but they look scary on the outside, like a piranha. His name would be Scally. And then something cool that they figured out that he could do is that he could fly. So they ended up climbing on the sea creature and flying all the way back to the west. And Marissa, well, she didn't know what was happening. She was just freaking out. So when she found out that Scally was friendly, she was really happy. And then they would just ride around. Him and Scully were best friends. And then they lived happily ever after. The end. The moral of the story is don't assume things. Just don't judge a book by its cover. Okay.